Hi students, how are you all? This is Jairam Reddy from DAV High School, back with the next session. This is the video class for 7th class students, same unit, ARD passage, the town mouse and the country mouse. We have completed 8 sessions. Now it is 9th session. Before stepping into the 9th session, let us go through what happened in the last session. Why did the town mouse ask his cousin to run? Town mouse has plenty of food. What does he have in his kitchen cupboard? Already we have listed bread and jam, different kinds of fruits, slabs of chocolate, and a huge piece of lovely cheese. Showing all the food items, Town mouse asked his cousin to eat. As soon as the country mouse started eating, then Town mouse heard a sound like a thunder. What was the sound about? We'll come to know. As he heard a sound like a thunder, immediately he asked his cousin to run from that place. Now, let us see what is going to be happening in the 9th session. Shall we? Right, all of you be on page number 5. The town mouse pushed the country mouse out through a hole in the back of the cupboard. The country mouse felt like heart beating very fast. But what is it? He asked. Shh, whispered the town mouse. Why did the town mouse ask his cousin to run? Saying to run, the town mouse pushed his cousin, the country mouse, out through a hole in the back of the kitchen cupboard. Town mouse pushed his cousin out from the kitchen cupboard through a hole. That hole is back side of the kitchen cupboard. He pushed his cousin into a hole. Whenever the country mouse was pushed by his cousin into a hole, the heart of the country mouse, it started beating very fast. Immediately, he was pushed by his cousin into a hole. You see, suddenly an incident happened to us. How could we feel? The same way country mouse also felt. What happened to him? He felt his heart beating very fast. He asked what it was. Why was he pushed by his cousin? Not aware what was happening. He asked his cousin what it was. Town mouse whispered. Town mouse said in a low voice to wait. He told his cousin to wait. Why did he say to wait? Let us see. When everything was silent again, the town mouse crept out of the hole. He was quite cheerful again. So after a while, there was silent again. So a while ago, where both were, the town mouse and the country mouse, where they were a while ago? They were backside of the kitchen cupboard. There was a hole. They were in the hole which was backside of the kitchen cupboard. A while ago, both were in a hole. After a while, everything was silent. So when there was no sound at all, the town mouse crept out of the hole. Crept out. Crept out means come out of the hole. Crept. C-R-E-P-T. Crept out. Come out of the hole. You see the way the mice, they come out of the hole. That movement is said in the form of a phrasal verb, crept out. Crept is the past tense of creep. The town mouse crept out of the hole. He was quite cheerful again. So a while ago, he was in danger. Now again, he was cheerful. After a while, when there was silent again, he feels very happy again, cheerful again. Come out now, cousin, he said. Town mouse crept out of the hole Again he was cheerful. Then he asked his cousin to come out of the hole. That was only somebody opening the cupboard door. We are safe now. A while ago they heard a sound like a thunder. What was it now? It is clear. It was the sound of the kitchen cupboard's door. Somebody opened the kitchen cupboard door. The people who live in the house, they entered the kitchen and they opened the kitchen cupboard door. That door sound is compared to the sound of a thunder. So it was easy for us, whereas the sound is like a thunder to the mice, both the town mouse and the country mouse. There was only somebody opening the cupboard door. We are safe now. As somebody opened the door, town mouse thought they may be noticed by the same person who opened the door. Immediately he pushed his cousin into a hole and he too joined him. Both were in the hole backside of the kitchen cupboard a while ago. Now town mouse came out of the hole. When he found everything is quiet, everything is silent again, he asked his cousin even to come out of the hole. But they were not safe for very long. Twice more they had to run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door. The same thing happened for 2 times. Again after a while, country mouse would have started eating something. Again somebody opened the door. The same thing happened. He told his cousin to run. He pushed his cousin into the same hole. So pushing his cousin and joining himself, it means town mouse. Both were moving into a small hole backside of the kitchen cupboard. When there was silence again, both they crept out of the same hole. The same thing happened 2 times. But they were not safe for very long. Twice more they had to run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door. The country mouse got quite tired of running and hiding. I want to go back to the country, he said. We may not get much food there, but at least we can eat in peace. You see here town mouse, it has plenty of food. It has the most delicious food. But what is the use? When the country mouse starts to eat, immediately somebody tries to open the door. Immediately he was pushed by his cousin into a hole. The same thing happened repeatedly. It should be happened. Otherwise there is scope for them to be caught by the people who open the kitchen cupboard. If they are caught by somebody, definitely they may be trapped. So to be in safe, always whenever the cupboard was opened by somebody, they need to go into the hole. They need to run into the hole. So this thing happened many more times. The country mouse got quite tired of running and hiding. You see somebody opened the door, running and hiding into the small hole. Again coming out of the hole. Again somebody tries to open the hole. Again they try to run and hide into the hole. So country mouse quite tired of running and hiding. Running through the hole and hiding for some time. Again coming out. This is happened repeatedly. He said he wanted to go back to the country. Country mouse said that he wanted to go back to the country. Why did he say that he wanted to go back to the country? Because he was got tired of running and hiding. We may not get much food there, but at least we can eat in peace. Country mouse doesn't get the food like the town mouse gets. Country mouse gets only root or tender bit of sugar cane. It is not as equal as the delicious food whatever town mouse finds in the kitchen cupboard. But whatever he gets, country mouse gets in the country, he enjoys it in peace. But whereas here the town mouse gets delicious food, but it doesn't have peace. Here it is not in safe. It faces sometimes danger conditions. If somebody opens the door, notices the mouse or mice, what may happen? they may try to trap them. So it is risk for their life. Thinking in such, country mouse wanted to go back to his countryside, no longer wanted to be with his cousin in the town, though he gets much food, plenty of food, delicious food. We may not get much food there in the sense in the countryside. In the countryside, town mouse may not get much food, but it eats, it enjoys the food in peace. So the next day, the country mouse went back to his home in the country, and the town mouse stayed on his cupboard in the town. And as far as I know, they did not visit each other again. So next morning, the country mouse went back to his home in the country, and the town mouse stayed in his cupboard in the town. So both remained their own resting places. Country mouse went back to country. Town mouse remains in the kitchen cupboard. So both resting places are differ. Both lifestyles are differ. Town mouse doesn't like the lifestyle of the countryside. Country mouse doesn't like the lifestyle of the town. So the next day, the country mouse went back to his home in the country, and the town mouse stayed on in his cupboard in the town. And as far as I know, they did not visit each other again. So there is no question of visiting each other. Country mouse doesn't visit his cousin town mouse. Town mouse doesn't visit his cousin country mouse. Both are not able to accustom their new residing places. Town mouse doesn't adjust itself. Town mouse doesn't adjust himself in the countryside because he is habituated to live in the town environment. Town environment is quite different from country environment. The lifestyle, the atmosphere, the environment, everything is different from country. The same way, country mouse doesn't like to be with his cousin in the countryside because the country mouse does not like the environment of the town. Town environment, town's lifestyle is quite different from country's atmosphere, country's environment and country's lifestyle. Here, what do we find? The major differences related to lifestyle, environment and atmosphere and food habits and the culture of both places is differentiated in the form of a reading passage. Now it's time to have an assignment based on the reading passage whatever we have discussed.
Hi students, this is time to have assignment. Why did the country mouse feel his heart beating very fast? Why was the town mouse quite cheerful again? Why had they run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door? Why did the country mouse want to go back to the country? Why didn't the town mouse and the country mouse visit each other again? Comprehend the answers on your own. Read the reading passage repeatedly. Stay home, stay safe, stay connected with my video lessons. I will be back with another session soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget about cursive writing also.